My mom came out, so I had to stop again, and now I'm going to have to splice these two recordings together, and I still don't really know how to do that properly, especially when they're this long. Anyway, for this video I wanted to conclude by showing all the keyboards I've received over the years. Or bought, because people ask me this all the time. I guess I should have said, did I do that or something? This is the keyboard I used in the qualifying round of the Ultimate Typing Championship. It is a Dell keyboard that came with my computer because my mom had spilled coffee or something in the last Logitech and it was affecting the A key, and that comes up often enough that I decided I wanted to use something else for the qualifying round. I knew I'd win a DOS keyboard anyway and would use that from then on, so I didn't bother buying another Logitech. This is the Dell KB212B, and it's not very good at all. I don't recommend it. I could not really feel my errors on it that well. That's why it took me like 800 races to match what Czech did in 60 or something. This is the kind I've gotten more than any other. The Logitech K270, you've seen them a lot. And you can see that, yeah, I wear the letters right off a lot. See, you can't see the ASDERT at all. Often I bought new ones because my mom just couldn't see the letters herself. I think she had the keyboard memorized at one point. She was a secretary, and she was, in her day, the fastest secretary in the Syracuse Civil Service Division, but I think she's forgotten some of the placements. She has to look at the keyboard sometimes, and so when the letters wear out, she wants me to buy a new one a lot of time, and this one apparently is the one that stuff was spilled in because I'm pressing the control and the shift, and they are really sticky, and the A, and they're really sticky, so yeah, clearly this is the one that had stuff spilled in it, but I wanted to show at least one of every model I had because people ask this all the time. This is a different Logitech, a more deluxe one that also feels like it had something spilled in it, but I don't really remember. This is the Logitech Illuminated K740. This is one of the few like ergonomic ones I've ever had. I've almost never used anything ergonomic. Even I know my dad was really into putting things in front of the keyboard, armrests. And this, you see, it has an armrest where the Logitech logo is, but it didn't really feel any better or worse than the other Logitechs to me. They felt about the same. I think this was fine, but I think I wasn't as good at feeling my errors on it. It did feel slipperier for some reason, and I don't know the mechanics of it, but and this is another Logitech I own that's sort of in between. It's sort of like halfway between the 2 in size, and it also has like half of an ergonomic bar be here at the bottom, but I don't really remember this. I don't really remember using it, but I must have. You see that it has a different like middle section here between the number bar and the letters. I think this might be a European model. I think it said that on the back even. These are just some keycaps I got that I might use to like cover over something when it's been damaged on a DOS keyboard, but none of the DOS keyboard keys are damaged yet. I mean, this is these last way longer, which is the main advantage, and it is a major advantage because especially in an era of climate change when we're all over consuming too much, I feel like I want to buy more expensive stuff that will last longer. Although I know planned obsolescence is everywhere. It's designed to make you having to buy things over and over again. Vicious cycle. This is the Expos I won at the 2019 contest, the clicking championship. I hated it. I hated it so much. I mean, alright, I think I actually didn't even try to use this. You can't even really see it, but there. It has everything offset with some keys in the middle. So that would be terrible for me in the way I type, because there are some words, there are some letters I type with my left hand and some I type with my right, and then there are some where I switch back and forth, like the Y, H, and B. I change my hands on those keys fairly often. The Y and H I change my hands on all the time. And so if I'm going to have them separated like that, it's going to force me to type a key with a certain hand when I might not want to do that. So I've never used this. I wouldn't mind getting rid of it. I have enough clutter in the house already, but I don't even have a working car at the moment. I don't know how to drive. My mom is getting too sick. We just have a rotting car in the garage that last failed inspection, and I can't really get to a post office either because the post office in the village of North Syracuse is not on a bus route. So I'd have to take a taxi if I wanted to go to that one, or maybe I could take a bus to go to one of the drop-off boxes in the city, and then I'd have to carry like whatever luggage I wanted to ship on me on the bus, and that could be awkward. I mean, there is so much clutter in this house that I would love to get rid of that I can't even see a way to do so logistically. People were complaining about how messy the house is. I know it's messy. My mom is disabled. She has multiple sclerosis. She's too sick to do a lot of things, and I'm just head in the clouds. I'm too obsessed on my projects. I should be doing command decisions to clean the house, and I'm just overwhelmed and don't know where to begin. I know people were complaining on this about, well, there was that one person complaining on the Recful video about the mess. I know stuff's messy. I don't really care that much. My mom does, and she yells at me a lot about that, but that's fair. I mean, it's more important than anything I actually do. And I might even enjoy it more than just random surfing, but and this is, I've shown this before, this is one of the ones that I won at this year's Ultimate Typing Championship, the Uniki, that's spelled Uniqey. This looks This looks nice. I mean, the glow in the dark white is a turnoff. I prefer black, but the look is good. The feel, I think it feels nice. If the DOS keyboard fails, I think I'm going to switch to this one. And alright, I know I have more keyboards than that, and I know some of them are still upstairs. I mean, I have all sorts of upstairs. I have all sorts of like various keyboards and printers and humidifiers and stuff that don't work anymore, or broke down, or I mean, they can certainly be repaired. I don't want to just throw that stuff out because it can be repaired and it's just a waste. So that's how stuff gets cluttery due to planned obsolescence. It's harder than people think it is to actually get rid of stuff if you don't want to like poison the planet or something. But I thought I had all my keyboards there, and apparently I don't, because I know there was that one other keyboard. I don't remember what it was called, but I won it in the clicking championship. Yeah, I've got too much going on now, and so I'm finding it slow even doing any sort of search. I have too many tabs open. Oh wait, I have a Google window open here. All right, I'll just use this. Oh wow, it's not even opening the Google search window. All right, I've got to close out of a lot of stuff if I'm going to get this to work. See how unprofessional I am? Maybe if I ever learn how to edit. I'll make actually good videos. Anyway, because I'm running so slowly here, I can't look up what that was called, but I know I won some keyboard at the clicking championship that changed colors from like all the colors of the rainbow, and it switched colors constantly, like Christmas lights or something. And I found that to be an utter monstrosity, and I hated it. But I don't remember what that was called, and oh, I still had another browser open. Oh, encoding overloaded. Yeah, alright, Firefox isn't responding either, but alright, you can Google whatever that keyboard I won at the clicking championship was. It's this keyboard. Whenever you have it plugged in, it constantly changes colors, and I find that kind of nauseating. I don't really recommend that one either, but I wasn't able to find that or bring that on here or show it. Maybe I will at some later time. But anyway, that's most of my typing possessions, and I thought people would be interested in that because I know people were asking all the keyboards I use. I think that's most of them in the last decade. And now I'm going to try and concatenate these videos together. wish me luck since I still haven't mastered that yet. Good night.